second. It comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
On first down, Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here I come again. 53's the flight. 53. Check 53.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Allen. He finds Coleman. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that?
Diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again to Henry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a handoff to Henry. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. So a nice carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Corey Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
On 1st and 10, Brewer. And his pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll go down. Bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
He'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk, risk reward for your risk here. I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
On second down, here's Allen. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Coleman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And here's Allen to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Noah Spence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Coleman has it here right side. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he's probably throwing here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. 1 play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On 1st down, Brewer. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. With the extra point, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down. Brewer out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into us, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brewer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go now.
Right back to him on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing to start the drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Mike, check, 59.
On 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Watch him now, Barney.
Derrick Henry. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Allen now looks to throw. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Detroit!
On first down. Going for the deep ball. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll get credit for a punt. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
To throw on second down. Brewer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Allen off the play fake. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jenkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff, offensive line being involved. Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge, get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills head on. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive. Brewer underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking to throw. Brewer. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Operating from the gun. Brewer. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
This is Henry to the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Bills on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. To the air. Allen. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. This is caught. Watkins. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Brewer. And he comes back with one complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line there.
On 1st and 10, Brewer. And Watson has it right side.
Leopard!
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Brewer. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On play action, Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Allen will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Bucs now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. To throw again. Brewer dumping it off for Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Brewer throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. From the gun, Brewer buying time to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Brewer. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Bills on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, carry the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green,
On play action, Allen rolling to his left. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They'll toss it to Henry. Fighting through. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to fire one deep. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.